Dude, I'm done with
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? We'll see. Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition,
I'm here.
bone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just dropped.
I know.
Ah, damn, y'all beautiful though, but
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
Oh, God.
My nigga.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so that they'll know, man.
Agree with me on this one. I already know, but I can't lie, I'll move to a guy. What actually is the problem? I want to know, like, what is everyone actually scared of? So you're telling me you've just seen the love of your life walk in and you just let him keep on walking? Do you know what's going to happen if you let him keep on walking? He's going to bump into me. If I see someone that is nice, if I see someone and I know that, yeah, I want that, I need that, I'm taking that. Hello, why am I missing the opportunity? It's this simple. Oh, hi. I can't lie, I think you're really good looking. Are you single? Probably say yeah. There you go. Exchange of your business. I've never been unsuccessful with this. Shoot your shot 2026.
Okay, we talked for 3 months.
Yeah.
Before we hooked up. This is the only person I had sex with in the last 3 years.
Okay, that's a long time now.
One person in 3 years.
Congratulations.
And no, I was mad because I didn't ask for any pictures. I didn't ask for no videos, so I didn't know it was that small. Because I liked him. He brought me in.
Right.
And just to let you know, his dad was famous, and there's 3 brothers that fight. So I'm just letting
God
you know.
damn, you put a lot of...
Yeah. So y'all could figure it out. But his dad sent his videos of his to the homegirl, my makeup artist, and it's small too. I had this revelation. Dude.
Okay.
I was like, this is hereditary. This is up. So the mother, fell in love with the money or whatever she did, and really loved. Now her sons are out here with little.
They got all little snousers.
I was like, listen. I was like,
trying to find it.
Oh, and I was too far in.
Damn.
I liked him.
Because you already liked them.
Yes, but sucking on a small penis sucks.
I wouldn't know.
I know, but imagine it doesn't even hit the back of your throat.
I ain't imagining. You could just give them a visual.
Exactly. I'm letting you people know it sucked, and I refuse to suck on another small penis.
It's really him. It's really him. You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
I became an alcoholic and got kicked out of school. I stayed with a nigga after he cheated on me in jail. I had an abortion this year. I talked to 3 niggas in jail. I gave a nigga my passports and stuff. I went to jail. I had 3 niggas this year. I had a nigga down in jail. I hit a nigga with my car. I lost my Loewe shades in Aruba. New shades. I was drinking pregnant, but I didn't know. I pulled up to my nigga side bitch house, beat his ass, then went to work a 12-hour shift. All them 3 niggas had a key to the house. I got out of jail and got a DUI 2 weeks later.
You sell it's all bullshit. All of it.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Yeah. Let me get this camera straight. All right. And I really appreciate everybody who's tuning in on this night. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed all your football games and all that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could, you can hear your boy Cali West talk some shit. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on tonight because I didn't really plan to come on this late, but we're gonna see how this go. Let's see here. So yeah, we can go straight to the point tonight. Like I said, football, probably got everybody all worn out. You feel me? So I guess I'll expect my guys to check in on the chat or on the replay later on. But I still appreciate everybody who's still tuning in on this Sunday night. All right. So we got computer 1, computer 2. All right. What's up with computer 3? Uh-oh. Okay. Guess we all right. Okay. All right. So yeah. So without further ado, we're gonna go straight to the main event. We're gonna talk about this Ciara chick and what she got to say. Now, I understand that Ciara is married to Russell Simpson Wilson. I get it. And I must say, so far from the outside, everything seems okay, but that doesn't mean anything. Now, with that being said, we're just going to discuss her frame of thinking and, and basically my synopsis on it. Because essentially she says that man with too many female friends is a red flag in a serious relationship. Now, I'm not gonna say it's not a concern or couldn't be a concern for a certain type of guy, but let's be honest, guys. Most guys who have women friends are usually in the friend zone, unless it's their the exception to the rule. Unless they're like a really good-looking guy, or they have a lot of resources or something like that. Most men who have females as friends, they're just stuck in the friend zone anyway. Usually, now women on the other hand. See, now females, they can actually be in a friend zone as well. Except when females are in a friend zone with men, they're still sleeping with those men. It is that those men are not going to consider those women for a long-term relationship or even anything serious, even on the short-term sense. And essentially, that's what Ciara is basically she's assuming because she had a lot of, male friends and, a lot of guys that she might have dated from the past. She believes that if she dates a guy and he has a lot of female friends, then more than likely he probably did the same thing. I know that's not what Ciara said, but I'm just deciphering the code because this is something that has been said about a lot of things. Like, for example, you hear women say, well, I like, I have, I don't get along with women, so I have a lot of male friends. Well, okay. Now the shoe was on the other foot, where the female was, dealing with a guy who had who said that, oh, I don't have any male friends, all the guys female friends. It'll be a problem. And guess what? Any woman who will say that that's not true is a liar. The only reason why she's lying is because it's more than likely that she has the friends, not the man. Especially, and by the way, too, that was never a problem for her, Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson, he's essentially, and nothing's wrong with being a loner, but essentially, from what I'm hearing, even family wise, he's kind of a little bit of a loner, and that's not a bad thing. But we all know that Russell Simpson is also I call him Russell Simpson. Russell Wilson is a Simpson. So, that kind of all works for her because, she don't have to worry about him because he ain't got no other hoes. You feel me?
Emotional damage.
XL Pro comes through. Salute. I do thank you for tuning in, my G. Yeah, man. So what I do want to do is play a little bit of the Ciara, where she's actually discussing it on video. Because I can always read the article, but for some reason, not many people posted a video, which I kind of thought that was really odd. But it is on YouTube, and I do feel like we should watch it for fair use. And this is what we're going to do right now. Because Ciara and this British girl is going to talk about the red flags. Where are we at?
Kind of, it's peak, Ciara. It's like it's peak.
Like it's like not going. Like what do you mean?
As in it's bad.
Bad. Peak.
All
right. Got
Peak
new
is
language,
like,
new term.
ouch, what's happening here?
It's peak.
It's very peak.
All right, we gotta get
so
it.
I'm
What,
gonna,
what would be good? Like we have to get it. Like what? Not we have to go from peak to what?
we'll be like, oh, it's dope. Would
Peak
we say
to
dope? Would we
Or
say
peak
peak?
to
What's our good for
Sweet.
English?
Peak to
It's
sweet.
sweet. It's sweet. It's lit.
Yeah.
We might say
Lit.
it's going lit.
But we like sweet. It was
What the fuck are they talking about? Well, okay, I guess they're trying to get the terminology. Okay, whatever. Can we continue on, ladies? Jesus Christ.
It's going
we
sweet.
gotta go from peak to sweet.
The Essex, the Cockney guys back in the day used to say sweet as a nut.
Sweet as a nut.
Sweet as a nut.
But like it's a nut. Like isn't it?
But I think
What is a nut? What is it? Oh, sweet as a nut.
Yeah, but I think the nut might. I could be my
Like a
mind.
nut.
Like, yeah, well, I think it's double, as in nut. You know,
Oh,
like
like
sweet
nut,
as a
not-
nut.
Oh.
When the guys.
Oh, as a
Yeah, that's what
Lordy.
I think.
Girl.
That's what I
Darling.
think.
What?
Yo, what the fuck are these hoes? I mean, these women talking about, bruh?
I quote a great Negro spiritual. Bitches ain't shit.
Get to the part where you talking about your goddamn red flags. Jesus Christ.
That's what I think it means on the number.
Rate the red flag.
Rate the red flag.
All right,
1
like,
to 10.
okay.
How bad is this red
10
flag?
is bad, right?
10 is bad.
Okay.
Or am I just a paranoid, too strict?
Okay, let's see.
Has loads of women friends.
Has a load of what now?
Have loads of women friends. A lot of women are his friends. Every day, she's my friend, she's my friend, she's my friend. I know her from college, she's my friend.
Well, I think that when someone's in a serious relationship, you know, we can't be too turned up with the friends. Not too turned up.
This is what I'm saying.
Okay. We can't be every day. Yeah, like, hold up, what we doing?
Right.
No, but I would say level of bad. I honestly also I don't trip about like a guy having friends, but if it's a lot, I think that's a little concerning. So we're gonna give it a 7.
Oh, that is quite high.
Well, lots of female friends.
That is quite high. I agree. I totally agree.
But here's the deal. It's funny because I was just having this conversation with one of my friends the other day.
So yo, see, back to what I'm saying. She's trying to see. She knows it's a slippery slope that she can't really just say no female friends because watch this bomb that she's about to drop here. Check it.
There's some guys that get along with girls really like well.
See, this is the thing. I agree.
Like I have most of my, well, not most, a lot of my close friends are girls, but I do get along really well with guys. Like one of my closest friends since I was 14 years old, his name is Jasper. And he's like one of my closest boys. And we don't talk every day, but we talk all the time. Like Russ knows him, like it's all good. So I think that the dynamics
That all up in me at one time.
So it's hard for me
try to make me take all that
because it depends on the situation, right? Like if I'm cool with the girls, like, and I know, like, I feel good, like it's like
that
okay.
all up
Like
in me at one time.
guys just get along
Don't
really
try
well.
to make me take all that dick at one time.
It's hard for me to place that.
He said, "Don't worry."
People sometimes in
I
business
wouldn't do that to you.
we don't talk every day.
I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm gonna take it easy on you. She said, "Okay, I think I can take it." So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Along really well with guys. Like one of my closest friends since I was 14 years old, his name is Jasper. And he's like one of my closest boys. And we don't talk every day, but we talk all the time. Like Russ knows him, like it's all good. So I think that the dynamics are important. How about that?
Okay.
So it's hard for me to rate that because it depends on the situation, right? Like if I'm cool with the girls, like, and I know, like, I feel good, like it's like okay. Like sometimes guys just get along really well with girls. So it's hard for me to place that because people sometimes in business, they have to work with girls sometimes in business. Like,
but then that's like an acquaintance.
Okay, yeah.
You know, in the
yeah.
manner like every day.
Okay, so in your mind, you're saying like every day, multiple female friends.
Everyone's your friend. Oh, she's my friend. Friend.
And how often?
Hold up. There's one thing that she talked about this best friend, right? Or this good friend that she's had since she was 14 years old. But see, you know, homegirl, you know, here's the thing. A lot of these sisters, you know, especially these talk show hosts, they're kind of part of the sisterhood. So they're probably not going to ask Ciara the most tough question. And I don't know if y'all heard it, but did she ask her if she slept with this Jasper fella?
Nope.
How convenient. How convenient that she didn't ask if she fucked him or should I say he fucked her, because that would put a little bit of interesting dynamic. But let's believe. So you're telling me she got this best friend. This guy's so cool with her, and she never considered sleeping with him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably only got a couple of female friends who are girls who consider themselves my female friends who I have never slept with. But I would say at least one out of the two, at least it started out on the premises that I was supposed to at least try to get at her. You feel me? And shit, that might be one of the reasons why I don't really communicate with her that much like now is that, it's all love, but hey, you ain't motherfucking friends on me, shit. Spend time with all them other niggas, you feel me? But if we friends, we can be friends from afar, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Good shit. Because I just kind of feel like if you're really friends, you'll let me hit that shit.
He ain't lying.
Now, I just thought it was very interesting that she did not ask her if she slept with her. Now, exit process, like, share, subscribe, Cash App, $ Cali West 1. I appreciate you, my G.
My nigga.
Thirsty. Then my boy Hashim Shabazz comes through. He says, salute. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. For real, for real. Now, let's see what else Ciara got to say about these red flags.
They're talking to them like
Well,
every
this
day.
is the thing we don't know because it's elusive. Who knows how much you're talking to her because she's your friend. I just say it's a 10.
You said a 7 was high and you went to a 10.
100% because I'm anti-friends. I don't want my partner to have any friends, but I know that's not healthy. So
I mean,
I
I
can
think
check
that when men
myself.
are in serious relationships, they don't have tons of female friends.
I
They talk to you
agree.
every day. Now, they may have a lot of acquaintances, and that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only talks to you after a certain time.
No. Rewind. We ain't gonna go past this. But he's noticed that the British girl, the British gal, said that she doesn't even want her boyfriend to have any friends.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh! Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
You don't think that's a little odd that she don't want Oba to have any friends? The reason why is because she wants to be able to control and manipulate that dude. You feel me? Because guess what? You think her best friend or her only friend is gonna be that nigga? That was actually a rhetorical question. But since y'all can't hear y'all, but y'all could definitely hear me, I'll answer that for you.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Hell no. Now, like I said, most women's fears, most women's insecurities or fears in a relationship usually progress from their own fears. It's like a female saying, like the whole little friend thing. Here's the thing. A female, let's just say she considers you a catch. If you're a catch and you're handsome, if you kind of tell a girl that, somebody's just a friend, they're probably not going to believe you because they're like, why is she just going to be his friend? Why won't she just fuck him too? But then here's the thing, y'all. I hate to say this, but a lot of these women who want y'all to be in a relationship, especially the fact that Valentine's Day is only a month away. Think about it. Valentine's Day is only a month and 3 days away. The fact that Valentine's Day only a month and 3 days away, most women want you just to be the goofy. Now, here's the thing. If you're a future, right, and you got a lot of hoes, you got a lot of female friends, she's going to be attracted to that because she kind of want, a dude who get a lot of women, She kind of want a dude who has a lot of experience with women, right? But that doesn't mean that she wants you to be that. These women do not need two versions of the same type of dude. They can go and have a dude who just breaks bread. They could have a dude who just lays pipe. They could have the dude who just listens to her. And guess what? She'll just have that in three different guys. Three different men who basically have those roles. Yep. Like I said, you know, they like to make rules for thee and not rules for me. So yeah, that's just crazy. But it's funny because Ciara, she's the one who, think about it, y'all. If we could talk about this for a minute, if we, you know, if your boy Cali could just talk his shit for a moment. It's ironic that Ciara puts that, you know, she says that, you know, that's a red flag to her, you know, a man who has too many female friends, right? But it's Ciara who had, you know, a relationship with Bow Wow. She had a relationship with 50 Cent. I forgot who else. She had a relationship with a few other cats. She dated a few different men. As a matter of fact, let's go over her roster. What was her dating history like? Since we're going to go down that rabbit hole. Because best believe it's a rabbit hole. And I must say, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I could guarantee that Ciara has probably had more relationships than Russell Wilson. Straight up. Am I lying? Tell me I'm lying. I guarantee that Ciara, I wouldn't even doubt that. I wouldn't even doubt that Ciara has been with more women. I mean, not that I don't think Ciara. No, I'm not gonna say that. Let me watch what I say on here. But I'm gonna say this much: Ciara definitely has more relationship and probably sexual history than all Russell Wilson. Early career and relationships. Check it. Bow Wow, early 2000s, her first public romance with the rapper. 50 Cent, mid 2000s. She got with Amar Stoudemire and Cam Newton. Brief rumor links to NBA and NFL stars. So it's rumors, not really confirmed. Future, of course, 2012 to 2014. Okay. Okay. So maybe she hasn't dated as many people as I thought. Still, that's still probably more people than Russell Wilson has dated. And keep in mind, that's not including all the nobodies and the regular guys that, you know, not saying that, but all the regular guys that Ciara dated prior to being in the limelight to date somebody like Bow Wow. Now, let's see here. But just look at it. She did look, but you know what's ironic too? Go figure. Ciara has dated those type of guys who had a lot of female friends, but the guy that she married, yeah, he don't really have no female friends at all.
You played yourself.
My boy Jerome Woods come through, says Bow Wow, 50 Cent. Bow Wow, 50 Cent, Amar Stoudemire, Cam Newton. Shit. Like, think about it. The only person that we know Russell Wilson dated was Ciara and the woman that he married, and she, you know, basically slept with another one of his teammates. And I must say, I'm not clowning him for her sleeping with one of his teammates. All I'm just saying is that you can just tell that Russell Wilson, he just doesn't have the experience. Like I said last night, athletes and rappers, they're not as great with women as we might think that they are. We'll think, it doesn't always come with the territory that they're going to be good with women. Yes, they may have a lot of women throw themselves at them, but they're not really good at women, man. Good with women at all, especially relationship dynamics. And I really appreciate you for tuning in, Jerome Woods. Shout out to you coming all the way down from Fake Book.
My nigga.
Shit, I might have to give myself a like on Facebook. Let's see here. Shit, give myself some love. That helps pump up the video. Now, let's continue with her, Ciara's and old girl's little chatting.
Oh, that's a 10. That's a red flag. Only talks to you after a certain time. Yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah,
10
like,
red flag.
He says he's got work, so he only can speak
Yeah,
to
no,
you.
he ain't got time for you. And we don't want nobody that ain't got time for us.
This is exactly that. Not good at planning dates, but good at following instructions.
Hold up. Okay. So do I need to rewind that? Essentially, they were talking about some red flags where they consider, I guess she's talking about what she considers as red flags, and there's a list. And Ciara's essentially saying that she agree or not, and she's giving the levels of whether she agrees. Okay. The question was, is it too late to be calling? Let's just say you call past 10. It's funny. I don't know who I was talking to recently. Who was I talking to recently? But they basically, I don't know who it was, but someone told me recently that they had, my dog. Yeah, my dog came over here the other night when I was messing with my car. And, you know what I'm saying? Shit, he might be even tuning in tonight. But he mentioned, dude, he cussed out, like he came over, he was like talking shit to his girl on his phone, right? And then, when he got off, he decided to share. So I'm always good at listening, especially when my guys are going through something. And he basically said that he basically told her that he was not going to kick it with her because she called him past 10. He said if he would have told her earlier or something like that, it would have been one thing, but you're not just going to call me and just come, want to link up. So he basically was like, look here, I ain't about to come. You ain't about to see me tonight. You can be mad all you want. But if you would have told me before, but you ain't, and I kind of was like, when he explained the story to me, I mean, he was kind of fussing with her on the phone at first, but when he got off the phone and explained why he was fussing, I was like,
my nigga.
At that point, I had to kind of give him respect for that. But it's true, like, it's not that, here's the thing, Ciara, it's not that someone doesn't have time for you, but what about you having time for them? Because, like, for example, it's like at the same time, if you were thinking about me like I was thinking about you and I'm busy, why did it take you to 10 o'clock at night or way past 10 for you to hit me up? That's, you know what? I feel like any chick who hit past 10, unless, look, like I said, unless it was something already agreed upon, you can't call me at 10 o'clock even for a booty call. Why didn't you look? My whole thing is that if you know you're going to probably be horny after the club, why you ain't calling me before you went to the club and let me know you're going to be horny before the club? That way I know to answer the fucking phone. But see, the thing is, women want to be able, they want to have the right to first refusal. But, you don't have to play those games with them. And, Ciara and this British girl could have their own little rules and all that. But that shit ain't going to work on no real man. So yeah. So that's just about it for the main event. There's no point in me bringing up the fact that, she was so close to 50 Cent and all that stuff. And, how when she was doing the jump, when she was promoting her album Jump, she had a bunch of dudes with her at the gas station and all that. As a matter of fact, you know what? Not many people are viewing tonight. Y'all probably gonna watch the replay. I guess you know what, and that's nothing too. I'm gonna just say this too, and I said this too, but I've been very vocal. People only care about Ciara because of the fact that she's had relationship success by being with Russell Wilson. Nobody gives a fuck about her music. And here's another too. And I hate to say this, but I actually used to like Ciara as an artist. I actually did like her music, and I actually think that she's a great dancer. And I must say, I think she looks damn good. But I could separate, someone's art or someone's, I could separate someone's past art, someone's looks from what the fuck they got going on now. You feel me? But as an artist, I actually did think she was a good artist. Only thing is that, like, it's almost as if after her getting with her Future, her career just fucking tanked, bro. Like she got $1 million. Like, she could even throw money at her career. Like, and that's what she did. She essentially threw money at her songs and threw her money at her album. Like, money that she didn't, money, like more money than she probably had access to before. And guess what? Still fucking album went wood. And with that being said, shit, my video about this shit is probably gonna go wood too. Because I don't know what I was talking about the other night. But shit, everybody was in here last night. I forgot who I was talking about last night. Or the night before. But I'm saying everybody was in here that night. Tonight, not so much. Let's see here. Now, boom, boom. Let's see here. What I got? There was something I wanted to show y'all, if I may. I don't know if y'all remember this. You know what? That doesn't even matter. Let's see. 17 now said her music used to be good. Yeah, her music was great. Like her new shit is whack now, but her old shit, 17 to know, used to be popping, bro. Used to be popping. No cap. Let's see here. Oh, I know what I got for y'all. Let me go into my bag of tricks. Because there was something I wanted to show. What is that? God, okay. Yeah, I know. Here we go. Here's a clip. Gotta load them clips up. You dig? Nah, I mean, what's it? 11th? Okay. Boom. Did y'all hear about that lady who spent like almost $1,000 on her baby's birthday and nobody showed up? Well, let me just show you the ramifications of either A, picking the wrong type of man who wasn't around to be a father of that child, or B, alienating said father of the child and the family. Check it.
Everybody, because I bought out a whole venue. For nothing? Chop, all y'all. Oh, my mama. Nobody. I don't have fucking friends. I don't have friends. I'm so cool. I'm so cool, bro. The venue closed at 6. We gotta be gone by 5. No, they're not. They did this to me, and I wouldn't have did this to people. Wouldn't have said they wanted to come. People always say that they want to come, and I plan, and no one comes. That's not right. If you're not going to come, don't say you're coming. Y'all chopped. Y'all is chopped, bruh. Can't nobody ask me for nothing, because I come to everybody's events. I come to everybody's stuff. I come, bro. I spent so much much money on food, so much money on snacks, so much money on treats, but that's cool. Y'all chopped. Y'all chopped, bro. I don't have friends. I'm cool. Ain't none of y'all my friends. I'm cool on everybody. I put that on her. I put that on my Camille, on my Eli. I'm cool. I'm cool. Y'all not gonna keep doing my babies like this. I swear to God, y'all not gonna keep doing my babies like this. Y'all not. Y'all not.
Is it too early to do that? To do what I'm about to do?
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
The reason why I don't feel sorry for her, yo, is because this woman, and y'all, I know people are gonna say you don't know her and how you assume this and how you assume that. That baby, I don't know how old this baby. This baby is not even 2. This baby is a 1-year-old. So she needs to explain what a daddy is. Because here's the thing. When you got a mom and you got a dad and they both care about you, that's actually the only people you really need. And guess what? Just by default, if the mom and dad were at least cool enough and cordial to the point that they could all, because best believe, this woman alienated the child's father. You don't think that child's father would have loved to be there? You don't think him, his mom, maybe even his dad, his sisters, maybe the baby siblings, he might even have kids by another woman. They could have all been there too as well. But guess what? These women, they say they could do it all by themselves. I'll be the mama and the daddy. And guess what? This is what happens when you're the mama and the daddy. And I hate to be fucked up. And guess what? And the thing is, it's not about them doing the kid like that. Look, this 1-year-old baby doesn't even know any better. She doesn't even really know what's even really going on. She doesn't even fathom what's going on. But it's about the mother having her feelings hurt. And, I can understand why she'll feel some type of way. I'm not saying that I don't understand. I'm just explaining that the circumstance. I'm just explaining that, this woman is probably a woman who chose not to have the man in the relationship. And if she got with a dude who's not around for a 1-year-old, what does that say about her? Sorry, but not sorry.
Emotional damage.
I'm just keeping it real in this field. Let's see here. What does this shit got to say? Check it.
A hard time with that statement.
I wonder why that is.
What's that? What statement?
90% of women are just displaying their ass and titties.
Correct. Keep going.
And because of that reason, we are incapable of figuring out.
Exactly. It is extremely difficult for us to tell the good girls from the hoes because all y'all dress alike, act alike, and speak alike.
The statement was, why are men choosing poorly? And I said, we don't know how to identify a good woman.
I would even go to the extent of saying it's not that we don't know how to identify a good woman. It's just becoming increasingly more difficult because all them hoes look the same. At one point in time, you can tell a housewife, you can tell a bitch that's on the street selling it, you can tell someone's girlfriend, you can tell someone's mother. Now, all of them look the same. You don't know who's who.
Look, I gotta at least give it up to bro, because I'm not saying that gems are not being dropped. Gems, there's certain gems that are being dropped. I would like to interject and correct this young brother here with the do-rag is the fact that actually, yes, most women do dress like hoes, and maybe they're not all hoes. But guess what? Just because you see a woman in a cardigan sweater, just because you see a woman not showing off her ass and titties and her cleavage, does that mean that she never used to do that at one point in time? And let's just say she didn't even show her ass, titties, and cleavage ever. Doesn't mean that she wasn't a freak behind them closed doors. Because best believe, these chicks, there's some freaks in these geeks. Best believe it, bro.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
That's where I would like to correct him. You know, because guess what? There are some, not many women, but there are some women who don't really dress provocative at all. That doesn't mean they ain't sucking and fucking. Because y'all remember the little chubby checker girl I was telling y'all? Remember I was telling y'all I was dating a little 25-year-old chubby girl? Well, a little sexy chubby. She never used to dress provocative at all. She had never dressed provocative. She dressed pretty, you know. I think she dressed kind of like, you know, cutesy and kind of like girlfriend-y type. You know what I'm saying? Like not too revealing, but still sexy for a big girl, you know. And I must say, you know, for what it's worth, even though she did have a little bit of a tummy, you know, in certain aspects, she was still looking kind of cute. And she has some, you know what's crazy? What's so crazy is that that's why I try to implore some of these bitches to lose weight, because she has some really nice legs. Like, it's like you got the structure to be a good looking chick, but you won't put the fucking potato chips down. You won't put the potato chips down.
Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Anyway, like I said, long story short is, just because a woman doesn't dress provocative does not necessarily mean that she's not a hoe, just like all these other ones. I'll argue that even when these females do dress respectable, how respectable do you know that they are? You know, I hate to say this, but if you really want to get to know a woman or take her serious, you're gonna have to date her for a while, man. You know, you probably have to date her for at least 3 years before you even consider marriage, before you even figure the engagement, because you'll just have to see what she is. You're gonna have some phone access. You're gonna have to do some background checks, check her credit, a few things. Because guess what? I know a few chicks. Like, for example, I think my first girlfriend in Miami was a young chick. I think I moved out here. Maybe I was about 30 or something like that. I forgot how old I was. But all I know is the chick I got with was like young. She was like 20, 21. Probably wasn't even 21. Probably more like 19, 20. But long story short is, there's a reason why I brought that up. The reason why I bring her up is because, when I met her online, she didn't have no provocative pictures at all. She had the bitch looked like a nerd. Like, the bitch just showed her face with some big ass little glasses. I thought this bitch was a geek. And when I seen her, she had a cardigan on and, you know, wasn't dressed too provocative, looking like the type of girlfriend type. Man, this bitch was a whole hoe. Like, dude, that chick was probably the biggest thrill for I ever met in Miami. But guess what? On the outside, she didn't look like it. Oh, and by the way, let me add to that. Yeah, that same chick who I met wearing a cardigan sweater, looking all kind of like cutesy and demure. Man, when I started to really get to know that bitch, I started noticing she started wearing some short ass shorts. She used to wear them, you know how girls used to wear them leggings? She used to pull the leggings all the way up to her pussy, bro. You know how, you know, sometimes white girls, they have leggings, but they don't pull it all up in their pussy. This bitch used to pull it up all to the pussy. Like, you could see her, like, her shape of her birth canal. Like, you can see, like, the monkey. I'm like, this bitch is a hoe. So time tells. That's why you don't even have to ask a woman her body count. How she move and how she, you know, try to run game on you is going to tell you exactly what you need to know. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna even play the rest of that video, even though I did think it was funny to hear, but it's not all the way true. What else I got for y'all boys? Oh, here we go.
Facts. Facts. Marriage is overwhelmingly unsuccessful. It is way more dangerous than skydiving. Yes, you die from the skydiving, but the chances of a catastrophic skydiving incident is like 0.0003, and one where you die is 0.00001. It's like very limited, the chances of dying from skydiving. Whereas the chances of divorce, again, 56% divorce rate. How many stay together who are unhappy and they just stay together because they don't give up half their stuff or for religious reasons or whatever? This is a technology with an unbelievably bad failure rate.
Do more people die from marriage or skydiving?
Well, I think more people wish they were dead from marriage than skydiving. I think most people's sense of self, many people.
Hold up. I want to interject for this attorney. I know this attorney is experienced and he has a lot of comments, but I want to add to that. I will argue that nobody probably died from, well, no, I take that back. I'll argue that people have probably died from marriage from hypertension, high blood pressure, stress, things that lead to like cancers and stuff like that. I do believe that. I could believe you could die a slow death from marriage. What about marriage's evil cousin, divorce? Because guess what? Divorce, alimony, child support, that can make men want to, what's that thing called? That might make a guy want to self-delete himself, man. So, of course, marriage and or AKA divorce could lead to many deaths and suicides more than, or, deletions than a skydiving accident.
Sense of self dies as part of an unhappy marriage. Like, it's not a question of will you die. It's that you're alive and not living your life in a way that's enjoyable or in a way that's authentic to who you are. And I think a lot of people are doing that as a function of the choice that they made of marriage. And again, I'm not saying don't get married. But what I'm saying is when someone says, I'm getting married, why is it impolite to say, why? Why? You're about to do something incredibly dangerous that fails so much of the time. Why not just say, why? I'm not saying, why would you do that? It's stupid. I'm saying, why? Because most people's answer doesn't make any sense. Well, because, I don't want to be alone. Wait, you have to get married to not be alone? Join a church group. I don't know. Join a baking squad. Join a softball team. You won't be alone. What does that mean? Well, I want to have, regular sex. Okay, I don't know that getting married is the solution to that. Like, it's not a guarantee of regular sex. First of all, you're not even allowed to ask the question why. If anything.
Hold up. I want to go back to something real quick that he said very important. He brought up a good point. Just because you're married doesn't mean you're having guaranteed sex. Like, here's the thing. I would say mostly all men have either got married or got into a serious commitment because they thought that they were going to have full access to sex. Not necessarily like unlimited sex, not like sex on command, but at least, reasonable time. At least you think that you at least get it at least once every day, or maybe not once every day if you live with each other, but at least, twice or 3 times a week. But dude, these dudes are marrying these chicks and not having any sex with them at all.
What does that mean? Well, I want to have, regular sex. Okay, I don't know that getting married is the solution to that. Like, it's not a guarantee of regular sex. First of all, you're not even allowed to ask the question why. If anything, if you don't say, oh my God, that's so great, you have intimacy issues.
Hey, yo, tell me this white lawyer is not speaking facts.
He ain't lying.
It's true. It's true. I ain't gonna lie. There is somebody who is very close to me that told me that they're considering getting marriage, and I did everything in my power to talk his ass out of it. I don't know if he went and got secretly married behind my back or anything like that, but one of my close partners was considering getting married. And here's the thing. I think the chick that he's with is a really decent chick. Like, for what it's worth, I think she's a decent chick. She's, good looking and, kind of a, lighter shade, black woman, natural hair, pretty decent body, nice shape, cute face. I mean, she seems like, she makes him happy. But I suggested that, the reason why you probably keeping you happy is because y'all ain't married. You put a ring on your finger, it's a rap ski for you, bro. So, So yeah. And that's maybe because I'm, RP, but yeah, I'm gonna question people wanting to get married. I'm like Al Bundy, except I ain't never been married. Yeah. Getting legally married, not in this climate. And maybe I'll be a little more open to men getting married if at least they're going to marry someone who had equally the same assets, just as equal to lose as the man. It's kind of like if you're like married or got a girlfriend and you want to cheat. Not saying that you should cheat. We know it's wrong. We know cheating is wrong here in the righteous sphere. But if you're going to cheat with somebody, you might as well cheat with someone who got something else to lose. Because if you cheat with someone who ain't got nothing to lose, they're going to blow up your spot. Just like a marriage. If the woman you're marrying, she ain't got nothing to lose, then guess what? If she ain't got nothing to lose, but everything to gain from divorcing your black ass, she gonna do that shit.
I can't believe you did this. I'm appalled. You ain't Paul. You a nigga that's still.
Let's see here. Spike Lee got some content creator advice. Check it.
Multi-camera, if you have more than one, that's great. But if you have a computer, a laptop, and you have a phone, you can be a filmmaker. But I would suggest you start doing shorts first. To do a feature film first time out.
How long is the short? What's the average? How long should the short be?
No more than, pardon me.
No, still, no, what you say?
Usually it's no more than 40 minutes, right?
Nah, I'll say 20.
Yeah. I mean, I
20,
think the short films a feature film is an hour and 30.
90 minutes.
90 minutes. A short film you can have a short film for 11 minutes. Yeah. 9 minutes. 5 minutes. See, the beautiful thing about the climate that we live in now is that.
But the technology, right?
The technology, and that also, like, with them, they had to have the best cameras. They had to go out and get red cameras and shoot with all of this stuff.
There's no red, dude. You had to get film.
Even before they had to get film, and then the red cameras came out, and all this stuff is now it's so crazy that the camera quality is like what means the less now.
Yep.
It's about the content.
Yep.
You could shoot it on this, and long as the content is good, people just want to see good content.
Come on, give me some. You're right.
It's great.
Yo, shout out to legendary Spike Lee. And one thing about Spike Lee is his first film was She Got to Have It, which they remade, I think in 2020, 2021 or something like that. But they remade it, She Got to Have It. And it was a pretty good series. But it was basically about a woman who was in a polygamous relationship. She was a woman who was in Brooklyn. Spike Lee's first movie that he did, I think either when he was in college or when he graduated film school. But She Got to Have It. And it was his first film. It was black and white, low budget film. And it was actually a pretty good film because basically it was talking about polygamy. It was talking about women being, having like polygamous relationships. It's from the 80s, Spike Lee. Yeah. And a woman was in a she wasn't really in that. Well, when I say she was in a polyamorous relationship, it was like the men didn't know that they were all dating the same woman. They just come to find out like close to the end that they're dating the same woman. 17 said somebody told me, one of my uncles, that he was going to get married, and he asked him, now why would you want to put a ring around her? He said, I laughed so hard when he said that he was mocking the Beyonce song. Right. Hey, he just look, he just keeping it, OG keeping it, Pops just keeping it all the way 100. And it's look, and also too, especially at their age too. It's like you 60, you probably got another, like, Lord, Lord willing, you got about another 20 to 40 years on this earth, and you want to fucking put a ball and chain now? 17 says, I remember that movie. She was hoeing in public. Right. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of these films, it's kind of trip because here's the thing. When you start kind of watching some of these films, I mean, I know you shouldn't base films off of real life, but films are kind of real life based off of the issues and stuff that they had at hand. And kind of realizing, what I realize is that the more things change, the more things remain the same. Some of this stuff has already happened. We just didn't notice it. We just thought it was one thing and just not the other. Kind of like old boy saying like, oh, most of these hoes look like hoes, so we don't know the good ones from the bad ones. But guess what? That's always been a problem. The problem is that there was some hoes who didn't look like hoes, and guess what? They were still hoes. So the problem was already there. It's just that we don't have the illusion of a good girl. We don't have because guess what? There's no such thing as any good girls. Well, if there's any good girls, they are in relationships. And the truth is, there are no good girls who are not in the relationships. There aren't. And anyway, any good girl who you think is good and who is considered good, she just a bad girl who just never had an opportunity or never acted on it. Doesn't mean that she can ever change her mind, bruh. I'm just saying.
Emotional damage.
Oh, it's midnight here in Miami. But once again, though, y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're feeling this shit, man, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the end of y'all night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. All right? Peace.